So here we go in the game. Counter Logic Gaming against Team Liquid coming up for $1,000. Brought to you by BenQ and 99 Damage. Thanks for tuning in, guys and girls. The two American teams are going to face off for quite a few times already, but it's actually the first time that I will cast this matchup, so I'm really curious to see those two teams perform. And I think the matchup will be quite close. I think that, well, it is quite hard if you haven't seen them perform, but I would go for CLG as Team Liquid have a stand-in. It's no, actually CLG have the stand-in of Swag, the temporary coach of Cloud9, and I think that he will help them out quite some fashion there. So just waiting for the teams to ready up now, as finally all the streamers are around and ready to go in this awesome matchup. Actually, the monitor behind me is the monitor that you can win. Just hit exclamation mark monitor. It's got 144 Hertz. I mean, that's mandatory for a gaming PC, for a gaming monitor, right? And it is actually really cool. You can adjust everything on the monitor, and the color vibrance can actually help you see more in CSGO. You know, those dark corners, you can kind of eliminate that with your screen. You don't have to tweak your graphics card or something like that. You don't need to tweak the vibrance in game. You can use your screen. And on top of that, they added something really cool. You know, in those gaming kind of peripherals, you know, when there were people involved that are really caring about the gamers and they are listening to the community. Because something that I always had with my monitor back in the days when I was going to LANs, I had put it in a special way. You know, I tilted the screen a little bit or something like that. It had a small angle turned to the left or something like that. And I actually added some markings on the screen, on the foot of the screen, so you can actually see how your monitor was standing before, and you can easily adjust it the way it was before, so your eyes and your head and everything doesn't need to get used to the new setup. So this is going to be a best of 3. We already told you the map, so you can check that out with exclamation mark score. The first map that we will see will obviously be Mirage, and after that it's going to be Dust 2. The pick of Liquid will be the first map, and then it's going to be CLG. Train is the decider in case we need it. So let's see if we will see another double overtime or triple overtime or a game going to the third map. We have seen that yesterday, actually 3 overtimes in 5 maps, which was quite awesome. So I'm looking forward to this matchup. As I said before, I haven't casted any North American teams yet, and we are just waiting for the knife run to go live. As you already know, if you're familiar with all the streams and all that, the teams or the server is going to restart, and after that it's going to be live. So it's only a matter of seconds until this game is finally underway. $1,000 up for grabs, brought to you by BenQ. Thanks for making this happen, and the teams are obviously grateful as well, otherwise it wouldn't compete. Swag has the chance to get him. Now Swag has the chance to get himself some money on the board with his kind of stand-in function if he wins the match with Liquid. So the odds on CSGO Lounge are 59% in favor of CLG and 41% in favor of Liquid. I hope that your skins are blessed, whoever you bet on. It's going to be that 10 smash, there is no question about that fact. But yeah, let's see how far those teams can take it tonight. It is quite late in Europe already, but it is on the same page quite early in America. So let's see how big their focus is right now. Starting with the knife round. Team Liquid against CLG Gaming. I'm the Boo from Germany. And you can always hit !monitor to check out the giveaway of the screen that I have right behind me. I will show it between the maps and possibly between the half times. So Liquid on the CT side for now. Let's see. Actually a strategic knife round coming up. The terrorists are going through middle, so they know what's at stake. There is JDM with the one knife, basically like a one shot with the deagle in the back. It seems like CLG's knife round. They will start off. Oh, the first taunt already by Haste, and they will start off on the CT side most likely. There it is. So we have a best of 3. And I would really like to see the teams play Train, as this is, you know, still a somewhat wildcard map to play. I don't know how the American teams play it, so this is going to be really, really cool. So just waiting for the piss round right now. Thank you for tuning in, guys and girls. Yeah, I'm really excited for this game. It's going to be close, there's no doubt about that. How close, we will see in a few seconds. As CLG take it away, JDM, Hayes, Tarek, Cutler, and FNS. On the other side, we have Liquid with Adren, Fugly, Flowsick, Nitro, and the stand-in from Cloud9. Swag, the youngster, is coming back. He is currently barred from competing in the majors and all that, so he kind of went inactive and went for the coaching role for Cloud9. So they have a youngster coaching them from behind, and it did work quite well. Cloud9 definitely are performing right now. They are on top of the ESEA Pro League in the North American League. Now Liquid going down already is Fugly. 2 Cutlass, 1 shot off the USP. Great aim already, but the bomb will be planted. Haste just catches a glimpse of Adren, and Nitro and Flowsick will draw it back. Swag, the stand-in, does his job as well, but it's a 2v3, and the CTs are coming in from Connector and from CT spawn, and they already spotted one terrorist hiding away. Finesse with the headshot onto Swag. Another one goes down, and JDM consecutively takes out Flowsick for the defuse. CLG Gaming starting with a bang on that retake against Team Liquid. Wow, what a round that was. I thought that Liquid could get this sealed off with those 3 men surviving, but in my opinion, they played it a little bit too sloppy. I mean, the player in A main should have stayed away until his teammates got killed, because he is the kind of the Joker position. He can peek at the last line of defense for the terrorists, and he peeked straight away and was disposed of by a great headshot. 1-0 now in favor of CLG. They have 3 FAMASs, an MP9 and an MP7 on Finesse, and or FNS. I think it's Finesse, yeah. Liquid with the 3 Tech 9s and the P254 Flowsick. And as of yet, the terrorists are not making a distinctive move. They are still preparing for the B bomb site push. They have all their 5 players lined up. Nitro will flash his teammates in and smoke them in from behind, while Fugly is the guy to take point. Tarek already tagged down. The terrorists with that major investment after the bomb plant, surprising the CTs off guard. Fugly with a double kill in the B bomb site. Great job for the terrorists. 3v4 situation in their favor as the bomb gets carried in by Nitro, who is one of the most talented CS players in America. Hayes catches Fugly off guard, but he picked up 3 kills already, and he basically made this happen, as made it so close, or actually made Team Liquid win this eco round, or this forced buy, as you can take it either way. Nitro with the double kill to close it out. Great job by Liquid, drawing it back to a 1v1, demolishing the economy for the CTs. And now CLG is going for a reinforced buy. Tarek and Finesse with the armor and head armor. C's at 75 for Kudler and FNS on the other side. Well, we have 5-7 for Tarek, so they really invested in this round. Fugly, though, will dispose of JDM, and Tarek makes his 5-7 work. Finally, The CT's now getting that frag back, picking up that AK. Tarek will exchange his pistol for that AK, and I thought that he might drop the 5.7 for Finesse, but it's not going to be the case right now. Finesse pushing into middle, checking that out. He knows that there's somebody behind those crates. He can call that for his teammates, and he shouldn't necessarily peek. He uses his smoke to disguise his approach a little bit and has a few tags, but stops firing onto Nitro, who picks up that easy AK spray. 4v3 now in favor of the terrorist. Tarek is the last hope, basically, for the CTs right now. He is armored and has the rifle, so he needs to hit a few amazing shots for CLG to come back in this round and re-upset Team Liquid, basically. There he is, picking up the kill onto Flowsick, following it up onto Adren. Oh, Nitro is coming in from Connector, though, closing out Haze. It's a 2v2. Nitro is down to 33 HP. Swag is down to 54, and actually Swag assisted Tarek in taking down the terrorist over there. So he has the stand-in, kind of. Maybe he has a deal going on with CLG, you know? I mean, there would be a possibility. And he definitely has a history, you know? Just kidding. Of course, Swag wants to compete and he wants to show himself from the best perspective possible. Tarek with a triple kill. But down to 25. He's on the B bomb site, waiting for Cutler to draw the attention away. He picked up a FAMAS on his way to the B bomb site, and now they're pinching in the terrorists from both directions. Tarek needs to react quickly, and he does it onto Swag. Now they know that Nitro is low, and they dispose of him as well. Quad kill for Tarek. 2v1, 2-1. The scoreline will be in favor of CLG after double upset by both teams in their save rounds. Tarek just gets that defuse done. Without the defuse kit, you really need to hurry. And great job by Cutler and Tarek working together, getting those angles on the B bomb site. One coming in from the very back, one coming in from B short, and they, you know, there are not too many positions that you can hide in if the CTs are coming in from those two directions. Great job by the two players of CLG. Team Liquid now will buy up again with a bomb plant. They know that the CT's money is not looking too good, so they want to keep the pressure up as high as possible. 2 Tech 9s for Fugly and Flowsick. The rest of the squad has AKs, and they have quite a few nades, so that is the important part on Mirage. The terrorists need quite a few smokes to get themselves a chance of, for example, taking the A bomb set without losing too many men. If they don't have those smokes, it is quite easy for the CTs to cover each other. Sorry, I have high fever, so sometimes I have to sneeze. And that was just the case. Now JDM gets caught off guard by Fugly from below. That he should have been aware that he can be seen from that angle. So he just stuck his gun out of the smoke and made it easy for the terrorists to pick up that first frag in the round. Team Liquid with the advantage right now. FNS trying to get something back, covering window, reinforcing that position. It's one of the key positions for the CTs, while the terrorists will send Fugly in to connect it to check out the A bomb site and maybe find a CT peeking into middle. But FNS finds Swag with a headshot, makes it a 4v4 again, quickly rotates to the B bomb site as he picked off Swag on B short. He expected a B push to come in just now, but Haste holds on to the A bomb site as Liquid is forcing their push on that. Flowsick comes in from Connector, finally makes that kill happen. 7 seconds on the clock for the terrorists. They need to plan, but FNS doesn't allow them to do that. Fugly with the refrag, but FNS still standing. Fugly doesn't catch him as Finesse was strafing through the corner or around the corner, staying alive, making it happen for CLG. But what a clutch round again by the two teams, already proving that not only the match itself will be close, but each and every single round is going down the wire. Look at that, 2 CTs surviving in the pistol round, then it was 3 terrorists, but after that it was 2 CTs, and then a basically 1v1 situation at the end. So 3 frags in almost every single round, and that means that this game is really going to be tense. Look at the money for both teams. AWP for JDM, but no armor, and MP7s for 2 of his teammates. On the other side, we have Fugly with that saved rifle, and the rest of his squad with P250s and a Tech 9 and a Glock. So, oh, team kill by Nitro onto Fugly on the B push. He was a little bit too impatient. Cutler and Tarek will mob up 2 additional terrorists as Swag drops to the nade by FNS. It is Adren, the last man standing. He picked up that M4A1 and he doesn't pick up Tarek though. Double kill by him. Great performance by him in this matchup. 7 frags in just 5 rounds. 6 for FNS and 4 for Nitro, 6 for Fugly. And obviously Nitro had that team kill. It was an accident, obviously. His teammate was stuck before and the Tech 9 spray kinda caught him when he was standing up again. So he didn't actually have too much to do with that team kill. Now CLG is still hurt on the economy. They decided to stay with their MP7s to build up some money. And Team Liquid with a straightforward spy going for that A execution. Great nade by Adren, flashing in there. Now the terrorists on that build up as Adren is pushing together with his teammates. FNS finds the first one. Cutler and Hayes chime in. There is Hayes with the MP7. He doesn't know where to turn because wherever he turns, the terrorists are already dead. But actually, he finds Adren as the last man standing. 5-1 in favor of CLG. Now they build up some momentum and they exchange their MP7s for AKs. Ironically, now the terrorists are saving. So it is kind of the wrong call to make. They got a little bit too impatient, you know. They didn't want to risk their lead just because they stuck with the MP7s. Now they are on really decent guns. No, actually they just exchanged the MP7s for AKs, obviously. So they didn't buy anything. They still stayed with the rifles they had. The terrorists will run into their burning pod rifles right now. 6-1 in favor of CLG. But you would expect a scoreline like that on the CT side, especially as they won the pistol round. It was actually a good job by Team Liquid to get 1 round already. And sadly for them, they couldn't follow it up against the force fire of the CTs in the 3rd round. So now they are reeling a little bit, but still only 7 rounds have been played. They still have plenty of time to get to those 5 rounds that you would expect on the terrorist side. Even if they only have 4 rounds on the board, they still should be okay. Fugly with the opening on middle, doesn't find anyone. Now he did get found by Tarek on the boost in B short, accompanied by his teammate FNS, and Tarek will back off into the B bomb site. They found out that the terrorists are in middle right now, and they are fine with that kind of information. They are fine with the big tag on Fugly. And even though Nitro now disposes of has in connected, the CTs still have some information to work on top of that. And Liquid is still spread out. 45 seconds on the clock. And the terrorists are still not committed to any bomb site. They have the bomb over at the B apartments. And they will most probably end up on B. While the CTs are trying to get a peek, get some more information. Finesse spots that rifle, draws out Nitro, who kind of took the bait of, you know, when there are bullets flying your direction, you want to see where they come from, and you kind of want to fight back. That's why Nitro stepped out of his cover and allowed FNS to get it done with his M4A1 4v4, and the terrorists will push into the B bomb site. There is Swag picking up the double, mopping up those CTs on the rotation, and Cutler and FNS seem to be committed to at least get really close to the B bomb site and maybe even try to retake it if they get a few cheeky frags at the start. But now they wasted a lot of time and they're setting up those exit frags. FNS waiting in B apartments exit, and Cutler still watching CT spawn alley as FNS picks up the first frag onto Flowsick. The terrorists will now try to avoid him by running through B apartment, by running through B short. And Cutler is still hanging out in A, so it's going to be FNS to show up, and Swag has the headshot ready. 3 kills for the youngster. And Liquid is coming back. Or will they actually come back? That's the real question right now. The CTs did do quite well in the previous rounds, and they have built up some momentum. They have built up some money in those rounds. You see 2 flawless rounds for the CTs. They still have quite some money left on their on their bank accounts after the spy, and they're going for the aggressive approach in middle as well. They figured that Liquid was opening up through middle a lot. So Tarek goes for the peek, but Nitro avoided his flash grenade, came in with the refrag. JDM is low on HP. They exchange grenades. JDM will blow up to Nitro, and Hayes has the refrag. And on top of that, Adren gets a refrag and makes it a 2v2 again. FNS trying to get back into window and actually just fakes doing that to keep Adren in middle a little bit. The CTs will try to work together. Cutler pushes into the A bomb site while the bomb on the terrorist will take the long route towards A. Flowsick has eyes on that bomb site, but didn't actually do anything yet. So he waits for Adren. Patient play by Liquid. They still have the time. Adren will completely sneak there, so he's not going to be spotted by the sound of his footsteps. But Cutler is already in CT spawn, and FNS checks out B apartments, doesn't spot anyone over there, so it's quite obvious that the terrorist will end up on A. Now it's all up on the shoulders of Cutler in the back of the CT spawn. Has eyes on the entrance. No, actually he's just hiding away. He's not peeking. The CTs are doing it really defensively as FNS is coming in with the backstab. Cutler just waits for his teammate to be in the position, and then he will try to distract the terrorist as good as possible, but it doesn't work out. Headshot by Flowsick onto Cutler. FNS is coming in from behind, as I said, and he will catch Flowsick with his eyes closed. 1v1 situation, and then with the headshot. Oh no, actually with the AWP shot onto FNS. Team Liquid make it 6-3, but once again it was a 1v1 situation at the end, and those teams actually don't give each other an inch to work with. After all, there are $1,000 up for grabs, brought to you by BenQ, or brought to the players by BenQ. So whenever there is money on the line, I mean direct money, not like, oh, we could qualify for a LAN or something like that and get money through playing on that LAN. When there is the kind of the direct possibility to win some money in a best-of-3 series, the teams actually kind of make the impression of playing to their fullest potential. Tarek and FNS with the FAMASs, and as I said, CLG are still able to buy it up, even though they don't have an AWP or 5 M4 A1s or M4 A4s. They at least have some decent weaponry to work with. Flowsick will remove one of those rifles though, as JDM fights back. He gets caught by 2 terrorists looking at him, and Hayes with that forward position on the A bomb site, reinforcing where his teammate went down. Fugly though onto FNS, as FNS took out Nitro. It's a 2v3. Tarek actually gets wounded by those flames, but Adren just turned around to check out B short for Fugly. He wanted to cover his teammate coming in from the stairs, and he got caught off guard by Tarek from behind. 2v2 now. Once again, the teams are trading blows back and forth. Hayes is now spotted by the terrorist. Fugly will avoid that flash, but once again they're trading blows. 1v1 now. Fugly with the triple kill already. Can he make it the quad with 17 seconds on the clock? Tarek is dancing around the crates. Fugly doesn't know where he is, apparently, as he sprayed the CT spawn. Tarek comes out of his cover in time to take out Fugly and makes it 7-3, keeps CLG in the driving seat, so to speak, even though their economy is now really bad. They still managed to buy at least an AWP for JDM, even though, well, now he goes for the armor, and he could actually drop a weapon for one of his teammates, but it seems like the communication, you know, it must be chaotic right now for the two teams. All those trades, all those rounds going down the wire. So I don't blame CLG for having 2 MP7s while JDM would be able to drop a gun. FNS with the first frag onto Adren. Cutler now knows that there's somebody in A and B, A apartments, I'm sorry, mixing up the bomb sites there. And he catches Fugly as he wanted to retreat. And CLG with 2 more frags. 1v4. Flowsick gets one back, but Hayes has him covered. 8-3 now. CLG taking the 5-round lead back, as Team Liquid has 4 more rounds to work with, including this one. And one of them will be a save round, so basically they have 3 possible rounds that they could win to make it 9-6, or, you know, 10-5 would still be alright. They have lost the pistol round after all, and losing the pistol round means that you basically give 3 rounds to the enemy team if you can't upset them, which Liquid was able to, but then they couldn't follow it up. So in the end, they still ended up in that same position as if they didn't win the second round. Now Cutler with the first onto Flowsick. Haste has a main pinned down. Triple headshot off the MP7. Swag with an easy frag though with the P250. Now going to work on Cutler, who is not able to reply with anything, as if he had disconnected. And oh, what is happening to CLG? FNS is the last man that moves around. Tarek and JDM are standing still right now. Tarek now lags a lot. And this might be a heavy DDoS attack. Look at the pings. Completely. Come on. They are going wild on CLG. Doesn't seem like a normal internet issue. And they must be boot camping. Are they boot camping? Can somebody educate me on that? It would be appreciated a lot. Because this is either somebody DDoSes them at the same time, or the bootcamp venue gets DDoSed. Now Swag still doesn't know that the CTs are standing still, so he still plays that 1v3 situation as if it was live. So he's planting the bomb now, hiding away. Look at him, being paranoid about the CTs coming for him, but it's not going to be better. Ah, CLG live actually together. Didn't know that. And yeah, now Nitro asks if they are okay. So finally Team Liquid have figured out what is going on. So Swag will clutch the 1v3 situation. Awesome play by him, isn't it? Now we will hopefully restart that round, because this is this is a ridiculous round, to be honest. They should just restart it, in my opinion. But let's see. The match is obviously paused now. Tarek actually loses his Steam lock on top of that. Let's see what the admins are doing with that. The players are already talking to the admins, and yeah. So they are calling for the round restart, which is really obvious, even though Liquid would be fine with the outcome of this round, as Swag was able to clutch this 1v5. You know, he still had to first get into the 1v3 situation, and he took out 2 players on while doing that. So he might actually could have had a chance in the round if the CTs weren't standing still. I would have been really excited if Swag actually managed to pull it off against moving CTs. Like that, he obviously didn't know first, but Liquid kind of caught up to the situation on CLG. And after that, they realized that Swag just won against more or less puppets that were standing still. Now, we shouldn't discuss Swag's frags right now, but Nitro is sitting at 8, Fugly on 9. On the other side, we have Haste with 15 and 14 for FNS. I don't know how many frags Tarek had, but he probably was around that line as well. He performed really well in the first few rounds. So we're just waiting for the admin, and yeah, there he is, just asking if the players agree. And even if they wouldn't agree, I would just restart it. If I was the admin, I would just force it to be like that, because, you know, it's just sportsmanship, and if Liquid wouldn't agree, I would force the decision on them. Swag is pretending to be upset with that, as Tarek is on his way back. Obviously the Steam log on always puts a strain on the players. it needs to be, or you need to be really patient to reconnect or get another account going. Usually, or sometimes we see the coaches give their Steam account to the players so they are able to reconnect faster. And there, yeah. So Tarek doesn't know the password. And I hope that he won't write it in the chat, because this would be really, really stupid. He won't do it though. So we're just currently waiting for Tarek, who is waiting for the password. Then he should be able to reconnect. And after that, we should have that 8-3 scoreline actually ready again. Yeah, it is 8-3. So the past matchups between the two teams have ended 16-12 in favor of Liquid on Train. A CLG won Inferno 16-10, but we won't see that map, and we are not yet sure if we will actually see Train. Mirage was actually won by CLG one time 16-1, and the other time it was Liquid with a 16-7. So the two teams are definitely on the same page skill level wise, and yeah, the 50-50 odds, or more or less 50-50 odds, are not lying. I mean, they are definitely kind of a 50-50 setup. Now let's see who takes that pause and that interruption the best, because Liquid could discuss their strategy for the next round. They obviously will buy up again, look at their money, and that kind of favors the terrorists, you know, having a pause like that. They can easily discuss where they want to go, what they did wrong in the previous rounds and all that. It should boost their performance in the last 3 rounds of this first half on the first map. So they are more likely to take it than they were in the first kind of edition of this 13th round. Now, CLG on the other side, they could discuss what the terrorists already did and what worked and what didn't work for the terrorists. So they could maybe prepare for all those things. Now the restore actually worked, so the money is not looking too good for Liquid. And yeah, there we are. So the admin just got the backup of the round when it was played already, which didn't make sense, and now he backed up the right round. So now we're actually on the 8-3 as it is supposed to be. Both teams should be ready. The admin just asking again to be really sure that Tarek is on the server and not, you know, sometimes players connect and then they realize, oh wait, I forgot to go to the toilet, or I still need a drink or something like that. There we go. I hope there will not be any DDoS anymore. And the bootcamp venue should be protected, to be honest, but it seems like they are not. So the terrorists will try to make it happen on the A bombster, but they already caught a nade down to 34 and 15 are Adren and Fugly. Now they're pushing in Haste with the first frag. He picked up a triple headshot in the first edition. Now he picked up a double kill. And Nitro is the last man standing for the terrorists. He doesn't... well, he just missed the bomb. He was about to pick it up, but he was forced away by the CTs. CLG now have everything under control. They have 3 players. As soon as Nitro steps in there, he's going to be stepping into a hail of bullets. 9-3 in favor of CLG. The round went the way that it was supposed to. Yeah, now the E-bot is a little bit confused. And Fugly is confused as well, but I think the score on top is the right score. It should be the right score. Yeah, I think so. Team Liquid with the guns again. 5 AKs for them. AWP for CLG and the FAMAS on FNS. The terrorists once again lining up on the A-bomb. So this time they have a slightly different setup. They have one in middle, Fugly, waiting for somebody to push out of the apartments, and FNS goes down to Fugly. Good covering of him. He was about to turn the other way again, but now the terrorists are opening up on the A-bombs, and Nitro gets himself the frag, covering. covering Flowsick and now getting another one onto Cutler, making it a 5v2 actually. Tarek is down to 41 HP. The CTs should or could retreat already as Nitro picks himself up the third frag of the round. JDM, the last hope of the CTs, lie on his shoulders, and it seems to be a little bit too heavy, so he backs off, tries to save his equipment, and the AWP lines up that nice and easy shot onto Adren. Good job by him covering himself, and he kind of scares the terrorists off a little bit. Fugly is still committed to take away that gun and takes another approach coming in from B apartments. JDM is expecting him right now, but Fugly with a good headshot there makes it 9-4. Still in favor of CLG, but Liquid did get out of their slump, so to speak. And now they have 2 more rounds to work with. The CTs have 1 more buy round. If they should lose this one, they could be ending up with, you know, a forced buy kind of pistol with armor or something like that. And Liquid could actually make it 9-6 right now, thanks to Nitro's triple kill in the A bomb site. Liquid fancy the A bomb site right now. They are committed to that with the bomb on A apartments together with Flowsick and 1 in A main. 2 players just checking out middle and B apartments to be prepared for a CT aggressive push or something like that, which is not going to happen right now, but it might happen as Finesse and Tariq are around on B shore to be ready for a terrorist execution on the A bomb site. Swag though disposes of Haze. And Cutler with another frag there. But suddenly it's Nitro and Fugly combining with 2 frags for Nitro, 1 for Fugly. It's a 3v1 situation in favor of the terrorists, and Adren will mop up that last frag. 9-5. Team Liquid will force CLG on a very, very precarious buy situation. They have a CZ 75 for FNS and another one for Cutler, 357s and some nades, so it's not that bad, but no rifles on CLG. Team Liquid now in control, and 9-6 would be a really good scoreline for the terrorists right now. They are taking it slow as well. They should be able to tell that the CTs were running low on money already. At least they had a FAMAS in the previous round, so the terrorists should be prepared for that save round. At CLG with 4 players over at A, the terrorists are checking out middle at first, and they will probably take it to A as well. So CLG's guess is the right one. If Liquid just had 1 player over at B to fake it a little bit and draw the CTs off of their positions, could have been a good play for them, but now they need to overcome all the 5-7s and a CZ-75 in there. Haze with the headshot onto Nitro. Now the terrorists know that at least 1 CT is around, but he's down to 8 HP, so they think that he's low anyway, so they will push in there. Nonetheless, 4v5 in favor of the CTs. Let's see how many frags they get. Haze with another one from below the balcony. Tarek gets a shot onto Swag, and Adren is the only terrorist to pick up any frags. He's caught in between the CTs, fights his way out of there with a good shot onto Tarek, but FNS has him covered, and CLG against the odds will win that round and make it 10-5. Good job in the end by them, but you know, considering that Team Liquid could have turned it around to a 9-6, or if they had done more with that second round that they have won, they could have actually won this first half 8-7 if you consider the terrorists take 2 or well at least 1 more round. You know, it's 6-9. If they took this one, it is 7-8, and 1 in between, you know, forcing the CTs on a save sometime soon or a little bit sooner thanks to another round that they got. Could have been an 8-7 in favor of Liquid, but right now they are starting off on the CT side in the second pistol round. The terrorists are spreading out. They have 2 on the A bomb side. Now the bomb gets carried over there as well, and 2 on B apartments, getting ready to fake the bomb site and then let their teammates get themselves onto A. First frag though in favor of the CTs. JDM is perished in battle. The terrorists are still holding on to their A execution positions. while they let Haste work over at B. And the CTs are not completely fooled. They just have 2 players over there. Flowstick is actually already rotating into Kitchen as Fugly picks up another frag there. Good job. Hayes is down with the headshot. Nitro gets a kill onto Cutler. Now Swag is pushed close by, but takes out FNS. Takes Tarek down to 63 as well. Now a nade is coming in. Tarek down to 21. The CTs know that he's cramped in the corner. And Swag takes his chance with the headshot. He will dispose of him. 10-6 in favor of Counter Logic Gaming. Yeah, but Liquid with the pistol round. So 4 rounds separating them. Getting a good shot at coming back into this game. Let's see if CLG can upset the CTs in the second round of this first half. If the second half of the first map. Sorry, a little bit distracted there. And they have 2 Tech 9s and a Deagle on Haste. They didn't plant the bomb, so there's no reason for them to save anything right now. They need to save the upcoming round anyway. The first spot by Swag. He turns around, gets caught a little bit, and Tarek will dispose of him. Good job by the terrorist, but it ran from above. Rains down bullets on the terrorist, disposes of JDM, makes it a 4v3. Tarek is down to 34 on top of that. So the terrorists need to work some more, but Flowstick is coming in from B short. And FNS is in window room. Do the CTs know? They seem to have known that because Flowstick was pushing in there quite aggressively. FNS was ready for that, but Adren has some luck with the FAMAS. And well, not that easy, that frag. He was really, really low on HP. One more bullet could have done the trick and could have tipped the tide a little bit in favor of the terrorists. But Liquid handled that situation quite nicely and get themselves another round. Now CLG with the almost full save. They have 2 P250s, no, 3 P250s and 1 smoke. And the CTs bought up with 2 FAMASs again. So kind of a defensive or not a full in by them. Swag goes for the 30 bullet spray, takes out 2 terrorists with that and ran with 1, but Swag goes down to Tarek and then at least 1 frag in favor of the terrorists. Maybe they could get another one onto Nitro, who's really low on CT spawn. Flowstick though catches Tarek with the grenade, and Fugly has some fun with the P90 as well, running and gunning. 10-8, 2 rounds separated into 2 teams. CLG with the real buy right now. AWP for JDM straight away, and Hayes is a little bit slow to buy, but he might have thought about picking up another AWP. We have seen double AWP setups quite regularly yesterday in the matchups of the ESEA, ESL Pro League, and also on the Go Champions League. Now, we don't see any double AWP, but two AWPs on either team. No, actually not on either team, but on both teams, 1 AWP, so 2 incomplete. And Finesse is working their way back for the terrorists. 3v2 and P250 still for Fugly. So if he gets caught in a long-range fight, which is quite likely on Mirage, he could perish in battle without dealing too much damage to the terrorists. Now he's trying to pick up the bomb while Tarek already checked out the whole A bomb site and got himself into CT spawn alley. So FNS just needs to get into the A bomb site to plant it over there. The CTs are not peeking into connector, so he has a fair chance of taking the bomb to A. He's still not sure if there's somebody around in CPL, and there's nobody around, so he's allowed to take the bomb into window room, joining forces with his teammate. And the CTs once again with bad timing on that peak. Flowstick had the chance to spot both terrorists coming to the A bomb set, but now it is quite obvious. The bomb gets planted, and FNS and Tarek try to get themselves into good after plan positions. They're trying to set up that crossfire, but Fugly is coming in from behind, and this time it's going to be close quarter fights with the P90, disposing of the first from behind. Molotov or incendiary nade in the smoke. Another one goes out in front of the smoke, and the terrorists will just, the CTs will just spray through the smoke and keep FNS from getting back onto the bomb site to prevent the bomb from being defused. Liquid with the first rifle round on the board, making it 10-9 and mounting that comeback horse, so to speak. CLG refused to save. They go for with a force buy almost. They lack quite a few nades, so they have 5 AKs, but it's still kind of a forced buy because they don't have too many smokes. They only have 1 on FNS and only 4 flash grenades, so they need to really make those work. Otherwise, the CTs could easily take those fights in the A bomb site with those crossfires, or on the B bomb site with a quick rotation or something like that. It is an important round for CLG to tip the tide again in their favor. They can't afford to lose this, otherwise Liquid will draw the game and they would be in the momentum, they would be in the driving seat, and it could potentially make it 11-10 on top of that round. Fugly now with the first spot on B apartments. The terrorists are trying to fake that with 3 players over there. And the CTs are not rotating yet, so patient play by Liquid, holding onto their positions, and now CLG is forced to play their hand. They are forced to play the cards that they have been dealt, and it seems like the B bomb site is going to be the point of entry for them. Hayes goes down to Fugly though from the bench. The CT steps it up. Tarek catches one on the rotation, but goes down to Swag. Great job by the youngster. Flowsick as well, and FNS is the last man standing, down to 34 HP. He picked up 2 frags already, puts down the bomb, but at least some money for the terrorists. But Adren is already on the bomb site to defuse it. And Team Liquid will draw the game at 10 rounds each team. And they have a better performance on the CT side. They didn't allow the terrorists to take any rounds so far and have a 5-round winning streak. That equals a lot of loser bonus for the terrorists. And on top of that, they planted a bomb in the previous round. So they should be fine with the money. They are going for a straight rebuy, and this time they even have more grenades than in the previous round, so maybe this will be more successful. They use one of the smokes to get themselves into middle and pressure Adren a little bit. He catches a nade down to 58 and he didn't hit any shots through the smoke, so he needs to stay away or try to cover his teammate from be short. Flowsick is trying to make something work, but it's not going to happen for him either. So the CTs have some information, but no damage dealt, or almost no damage dealt to the terrorists at all. CLG building up through middle with 4 players. We have seen that by Liquid quite a lot in the first half. And they have Tarek from A apartments, so the CTs will be surrounded. That incendiary nade got extinguished right away, so 1 nade wasted. It could slow down the terrorists if it was successful. It could have taken or forced Hayes and FNS back from that position. Now they have control of connector, but Swag has control of outside of the A bomb site. He takes down the bomb carrier, has all the information for his teammates. Nitro tries to hold on to B apartments, takes down Tarek with a good headshot. 2v5 now in favor of the CTs. Hayes and JDM are split up. No chance to join forces in that situation anymore. Adren and Fugly will single out those terrorists and make it 11-10. Good build-up by CLG. They used 4 players to get control of middle, and then put 2 players in connector. And it looked quite promising when they had 1 player in A apartments and the bomb carrier and his support player were coming in from A main, so they could have actually pinched. So they could have pinched into the A bomb site quite easily. Thankfully for the CTs, they had Swag, the stand-in, come up huge. Now the terrorists on the A bomb site push Nitro with 2 frags, and he gets flashed and taken out by JDM. 3v4. AK picked up by JDM, and he tries to take it to win the round. He actually sprays Adren and forces him to retreat. 14 HP remaining for Adren. Flowsick is down or low as well. Cutler and FNS just need 2 shots to take down 2 CTs, and it is sounding a little bit too easy as I put it the easy way. Cutler has the deagle, but he's faced off with too many CTs to actually make it work. 4 will stay alive for Liquid, even though Adren and Flowsick almost went down. Only 1 more bullet and it would have been taken out, and it could have been a whole different round. Like that, Liquid are 2 rounds in the lead compared to CLG. We're still waiting for their first terrorist side on this, the first terrorist round on the second half. Now 21 frags for Fugly, 19 for Nitro, 21 for FNS, and 17 for Haste. The terrorist on a full buy right now. JDM with the AWP. Let's see where he goes. He's just setting up that A execution together with his teammates. They will push in with full force. There are 4 players coming in from A main and 1 from A apartments, but they slowed down a little bit. At least the A apartments player can't do his job right now, which allows Nitro to maybe get a cheeky frag over there as Hayes tries to hold the CTs at bay. FNS will pick up Nitro and gets rid of that really, well, dangerous player in there. Cutler with the headshot onto Flowsick on the retake. The CTs get demolished by Cutler now with the double kill. Makes it happen for CLG, and finally they win the first round on the terrorist side. And Ren is the last man standing with 4 HP. And if Tarek went down in that situation, would have been really horrible for him. But like that, he takes Adren out, doesn't allow him to save the AWP. And CLG on the board on the second half. It took them quite long, to be honest. And if Liquid don't mess up completely, they should be able to take this home on the CT side. They did perform really well in the first 7 rounds. Now they kind of stumbled with 1 round, and they need to prevent CLG from picking up more momentum. The Terrorists have now 3 players at A main. They try to fake that A execution once again. It was really successful in the previous rounds as Cutler messes up that flash grenade. The Terrorists are pushing in, forcing the CTs on a rotation, but Liquid stay on the B bomb side. They have Flowsick rotating into B short, and the Terrorists have the bomb carrier in B apartments. Luckily for them, Tarek answers onto B short, removes Flowsick, who could really put the Terrorists into some danger on their B bomb side push. FNS now draws out Fugly. Good job by him, planting a bomb at the same time. Still a 3v3 situation as the CTs got themselves a frag over at A. They are on the rotation already, and they will be in kitchen with 2 players, 1 coming in from B short. FNS and company got themselves into good situations or good positions already. Tarek holding on to the back as Hayes catches a few bullets. FNS perishes in battle. 1v3 now. Suddenly Liquid is back in the round. Tarek is under fire already. He defends himself with a nice headshot and goes for the triple kill. Actually getting 4 kills in the whole round and a triple against the CTs, retaking it. 1v3 situation clutched by Tarek to draw the game at 12 each. What a fitting clutch round to draw this game again. And Liquid now need to scratch their heads. They started off so well on this retake, and suddenly it all fell apart thanks to Tarek's AK spray. I expected the CTs to come out on top actually, as they had 2 players coming from the basically same angle, but there was height difference. So he had to adjust his aim, and he did it perfectly. So now Liquid with their possibly last buy. Yeah, should be their last buy. Maybe if they save a few weapons, they could still get a halfway decent force buy going in the next round. But obviously they are not thinking about what will happen if they lose this round. They want to win it, and they're trying to do that with 3 man over at A. Still 1 in B short. It's going to be Flowsick. And Adren just goes for the cheeky peek into connector. Hayes was checking out B short to cover his teammate FNS, who's coming in from the underpass. FNS now spots 1 CT on B short as JDM and Nitro exchange frags over at A. It is a 3v3 again, thanks to FNS, but Swag steps it up, goes to work on another one, even though his teammate crosses line of fire. Swag still holds down 2 terrorists with 1 spray. JDM is now the last man standing with the bomb on his back. 24 seconds to work with. The CTs already think or have a rough guess of where he might be coming from. Nitro steps out and takes him out. 13-12. Liquid are staying in this game and avoid being forced to save. And that is the downfall of letting the CTs get that many rounds in a row, because they actually have so much money. If the terrorists had done some more damage, look at that. The CTs almost always had at least 3 players surviving the round, so their money was looking really well. And if the terrorists had done some more damage in those previous rounds, they could have forced the CTs to save in this one. Like that, Liquid was still able to buy 5 rifles, and they shut the terrorists down again, winning back the lead. But CLG is not down yet. They have 2 Tech 9s. Hayes and Tarek are the guys who carry the pistols. JDM with the big gun. FNS taking control of middle together with his teammates from above. And CLG will just go for their standard play, so to speak. It is more or less their default setup. And FNS changes it up with that decoy nade, tries to fool the CTs. Tarek with the Tech 9 is able to take down Nitro, and that was kind of the best thing that could happen to the terrorists. They trade one rifle for a Tech 9, ending up in a 4v4 situation. They could actually force the CTs to split up again by faking, but they are running out of time, so they will probably commit to one of the bomb sites rather soon. And I think it's going to be the A bomb site, as the B bomb site is quite far away, and they don't have any info on B at all. Liquid going for the rotation as well. Flowstick coming in with the P90. And he might walk into some trouble. There is Cutler waiting in window room. Great job by CLG to put Cutler in between the CTs basically and wait for them to get a player back with the rotation. Now it's a 4v3. And Ren is trying to hold on to the A bomb site with his teammates, but they all get killed by Cutler. And Ren now fighting back. Fugly with one from behind. It's a 1v1 thanks to Cutler's triple frag, picking up the bomb and putting it down. And oh no, actually he doesn't have time anymore. Even though he went for the bomb plant, he realized it was too late already. Fugly will win the round by just being far enough away from all the action as his teammates traded equally. Once again, this round was going down the wire. Liquid made it 14-12. CLG only have the AWP for JDM that Cutler was able to save. And 2 Tech 9s to boot with P250 for FNS, but not the best rifles or not the best pistols to get themselves out on top of this crucial round. Liquid on the doorstep of match point. Can they do it? That's the real question right now. CLG still have that one important gun. And if JDM hits a shot, hopefully not on one of his teammates, but hits a shot on one of the CTs, he could open up the B bomb site quite nicely. Now the terrorists will just rush into the van. Fugly is there to welcome them with open arms and a blazing gun. FNS finally gets the trade, makes it a 3v4, has that rifle picked up, but he doesn't have any armor, so the aim punch will be crucial for him. Cutler almost goes down while he plants the bomb, but he sticks with it and puts down the C4. FNS with the refrag onto Flowstick, but Adren is already there with the M4A1. He disposes of FNS. JDM though with a double kill off his AWP as Swag just closes in on him from an unexpected angle. JDM still put his foot down on the floor and said, well, I'm still here. Come on, guys. Even though it didn't happen for him to stand in, the youngster from Cloud9, the coach that is still barred from taking part in any major competitions. Swag is, well, the eBot thinks that the game has ended, so we have to restart and, you know, kind of write down the money. No, actually not. That's quite weird. 15-12 now. Liquid has 3 match points to work with, and the terrorists from CLG have a full buy coming up. Oh, Haystow messing up that spray, not getting the kill onto Adren. That was crucial for the terrorists. If he had picked up 2 kills in that situation, would have been really good for them. Now Cutler needs to step it up, and he pushes into CPL, takes out Fugly, and FNS is down to 2 HP. Still hanging out though, as JDM gets taken out by Nitro on the retake. Tarek is there with the headshot, but Flowstick once again tit for tat on the 2 teams. FNS still on the bomb side, but Flowstick shoots him through the crate. Now Tarek needs to step it up to make it happen for CLG. The bomb defuse is still on. 5 seconds left on that. Flowstick just chooses him down with good AK control, but the bomb is ticking quite fast already. Flowstick needs to have 3 more seconds, and he boards the defuse, tries to save a weapon, but blows up anyway. So Liquid don't get their first match point converted into the map, but CLG have the chance to fight one more. So CLG is now asking, or actually it was Liquid asking for the fix of the eBot, as eBot thinks the game has ended already because we had replayed that one. So the freeze time is gone and the round starts straight away, which is really, really bad for the CTs. They are in a sort of situation where they could talk about which gun to buy or something like that. You know, Fugly could actually go for something, and Now we will have to restart that round again because eBot didn't know that the game didn't end because we replayed one of those rounds. Now let's see if the admin has done his job correctly. As, yeah, CLG stayed alive thanks to the bomb exploding on Liquid, which is really, really great. Tariq was the guy to keep the bomb from being defused by stepping out into the open. And now we are restarting, I think. The eBot needs to reload. And we should get those 2 last or possibly last rounds. You know, I'm notoriously known for having games that I cast go to the overtime. And this looks like it could go to overtime. The CTs would save or at least have maybe one CZ 75 or something. So it's not a real threatening buy to the terrorists. So they will probably save and try to make it 16-14, which allows the terrorists to get to the 14-15 round, and then they could draw it with 15 each and force it to an overtime. So we will have the game live again in a second, as the admins are talking about how to fix that problem with the least amount of hassle. And I can also use that time to make you aware of the giveaway of the awesome BenQ monitor. You can check that link. I hope it's not in German. It's in German, so wait a second. Can we switch that? So it is in German. So I'm checking for the giveaway link of the BenQ screen giveaway. It is an XL2430T 144 Hz monitor with customization. You know, you have different settings for the monitor. So if you're hopping into your game, you can press a button on a small control panel. I will show that later on. You can just press that button and go for your gaming config. And when you're back on your desktop or you want to read something or something, then you can go back to your other configuration. So it's really handy. You don't have to adjust it with your own hands, manually adjusting all the settings, you know, for the color, temperature and all that. You can have presets for that, and you can also switch it to auto gaming, so he will detect it and have everything settled for you. At the same time, they have added some markers, so you can actually adjust your monitor. If you usually... I carried my monitor to LANs, for example, and if you regularly participating on LANs or you're playing with your friends and you have your own monitor with you, you can easily adjust it the way you're used to it. So the marks will show you how it was tilted or, you know, just angled really, really nicely. I've got the English link, so I will actually make Moobot. So there is it. There is the English link, by the way. Even though it says .de, it is actually translated to English. So thanks to the guys of 99 Damage, you can now read all about that. Yeah. So we are still waiting for the admins to figure something out on that. Yeah. Yeah, so it seems like it's still 15-13, and the admins will try to get the score back. Turned Knight on Mirage. Actually, not Mirage. Yeah, that's us too. I didn't recognize it at first. Oh my god, I'm so sleep deprived. I have to apologize a little bit because usually, you know, you get told the first thing you've got told is never apologize for anything. But I'm a normal human being, so I have my flaws as well, and I had to cast until 2 in the morning yesterday, which had me end up in bed at 30 past 3 in the morning, and my girlfriend has to get up early, so she has her alarm set to 7, or actually 6:30, so you can do the math yourself. I have 3 hours of sleep, and it's 18 past 12 already in Germany, so I'm sorry for a few hiccups and some mispronunciations and all that, some grammar mistakes, because it's quite hard with almost no sleep. And that is my CSGO going to sleep. So I'm talking about sleep, and my CSGO just listens to me and says, wait, did I hear sleep? I want to go to sleep as well. And that is the beauty, by the way. The XL2430T monitor by BenQ. 144 Hz, as every basic gaming monitor has to have right now. So BenQ actually listened to their community as well, and they put on their own vibrance settings and all that. It's really cool. I mean, look at it. That's awesome. It also has that small hole. I don't know if you can see it over there. Yeah, can you see my finger? Yeah. So you can, you know, usually the monitors don't have that, and you have to have your cables turned on the monitor and all that. It's really, really, really messy on the table on your desktop. So that small hole allows you to put all the cables right through the monitor foot, and that's really cool. Also, it is really easy to mount it. You don't have to screw anything together or something, which I had a problem with on Dell screens, for example, and they are so heavy. I mean, the Dell screens are so heavy. I didn't even know that there was a screen in the package when I received the monitor at first. So I had to actually take a look into the package to see if it's the monitor inside or not, because I didn't feel it, you know. It is quite lightweight, so it's perfect for LANs, for example, for DreamHack Summer, or for any DreamHack that's coming up. I think they will expand to Leipzig in Germany as well. So DreamHack venturing to Germany for one of the first, I think the first time actually. So I'm connecting back to the server, trying to catch some more action, and we don't have any players on the server right now. So yeah, still waiting. It seems like I'm cursed and blessed at the same time. Sometimes, at least yesterday was the case. We had a server issue, server breaking down at the last round, and then we had a disconnect of Steam while the server was broken down, so we had to wait quite a long time for the players to come back. And blessed in the context of my games, or the games that I cast, go into third maps all the time, or to overtimes, even double overtimes and all that. Especially yesterday, we had 3 overtimes. You can check my YouTube channel to see the VODs. So I'm checking the chat right now. And yeah, to my mods, thank you for taking care of everything. But can you remove the sub mode again? Because I would actually have the players or the viewers be able to chat to each other. I don't really like all that. Now my CS disconnects. I don't really like the streams that don't allow the sub mode, you know. It is of course a viable thing to do if you want to get subs really badly, but I just stream, you know. Whenever you want to give me some money, you can do it. You can find the donation links on the bottom of the description, you know, on the bottom of the profile. But yeah, I won't actually force you to do that. Which I want to force you to is disabling your ad blocker. Because if you disable your ad blocker, all the people in the internet, hltv.org for example, your favorite YouTube personality, I myself, all the other streamers, we will get money from the advertisements. And if we don't get money from the advertisements, we can't afford to stream anymore, because we need to get money because of wait a second, I'm reading the chat at the same time. So we wouldn't be able to earn money with putting out content to the world, so we would have to get really ugly real life jobs, and that would keep us from putting out any content at all. So one solution would be there would be no content anymore in the internet, or you would have pay sites all over the world with, you know, pay to view, pay to see, blah blah blah, stuff like that. It's really annoying. So if you want to have free content in the internet, you kind of have to watch advertisements from time to time. That's all I wanted to say for now. Now, we had a small problem on the stats of Swag and Flowsick, and now we are restoring again. So I hope that is actually the last time we have some trouble. No DDoSes anymore for Liquid, so thanks to the DDoSer for stopping that. For CLG, I'm sorry. So thanks for stopping the DDoS attack. Yeah, maybe being friendly to DDoSers actually stops them from doing this stuff. I tried different approaches to DDoSers already. Maybe this is the one that works. Liquid, now on the safe, as I said, they decided to upgrade 3 of their pistols to P250s and CZ75s, and they're going for the 2-man stack over at A apartments, checking out that, but the terrorists are going for the B bomb site, and it's the right guess to make for CLG right now. Actually, Fugly avoiding being taken down. Tarek almost shoots his teammate. A huge chaotic round there for the terrorists. Finally, they get a frag on the CTs, but Flowsick, while retreating, picks off FNS with the P250 3v4 situation. This is still not over for CLG. They could actually throw this game away in an anti-eco round, and Ren is already close by, pressuring the terrorists. They trying to fight back. Tarek puts down one, but Nitro with the CZ75. Nitro's still alive. Then he goes down to Tarek. It's a 1v2 situation. Tarek's still alive, but Swag goes to work with the AK. Now he's on the defuse, and he should make it in time. Liquid win the first map of the BenQ show match for $1,000. Just with a few seconds left on the bomb. 16-13, an eco round to kick it off with the first round. 1v1 situation, or 1v2 in favor of the CTs. So really great performance by Swag overall. Liquid just came out with a really good second half CT side, and they just prevailed in this matchup. So we will see the second map coming up in just a few seconds. As we are going for a small advertisement break, we will be back with the second map between Liquid and CLG, fighting for $1,000. The first map goes to Liquid. The first map 16-13 in favor of Liquid. So we will be right back with the second map. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm the Boo from Germany, and this is the BenQ show match.